Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector75. Welcome to another Transformers live action movie toy review. Yes, now then. This is Deluxe class BRAWL and is quite a favourite of mine. I do like this toy. It has a few dodgy parts on him, but I like it. I do have the leader class version of this, which is a lot of fun. A bit of a nightmare to transform in certain aspects of it, but it's quite good. And the Deluxe class, now once I actually got the leader class, I never came back to this guy. I always thought, oh, he's a bit dodgy and he breaks easy, because I did break mine. Yeah, but I'll come to that when I get to it. You know, so but he's actually very good. I've transformed this guy and he's pretty good. Now, what happened when I first watched the live action movie, I was actually going to Malta at the time, and I think I watched the film, and because I think I had it on pirate, I think I got it for someone a long time ago, and so I watched it before I went to Malta, and I bought some of the toys, and I think I had a look at one or two of them, this guy included. I think the other one might have been Barricade, and then I had to go to Malta for 2 weeks, so I didn't really get a chance to do anything with them or anything. And then when I got back, I couldn't be bothered. Like Jazz, I've never transformed Jazz. I've had him since 10 years now, and I've never transformed Jazz. It's a bit like a movie Bumblebee. Apart from the Human Alliance one, I've never transformed a Bumblebee from the films. Just the Human Alliance one, and just because I could not be bothered, really. Weird, isn't it? But saying that, I might do. I've got him here somewhere, so I might do. I don't think I actually bought a Bumblebee past the first film, apart from the Human Alliance one, because I thought, well, they're near enough all the same, so just stuck with it. Anyway, right, I'm digressing there a little bit. So this is BRAWL, and obviously he is a very good realistic tank. I actually really like this guy. Now, I did at TF Nation 2016 buy this guy, which I thought at the time I weren't too sure if I had, but I didn't. I remember I could have bought the leader class version of this one. This is Deep Desert BRAWL, but I never. And I didn't buy the Deluxe class either, as it turns out, which is pretty cool, because then it wasn't a wasted purchase, and I do like it. And I do like this deco. I think it looks really good. The only reason I didn't buy this at the time, I just thought, do I need another BRAWL? If they'd have called this a different name and a different character, I'd have bought it. So sometimes that's what they should do, rather than keep knocking out another character, another toy of the same character but different, because some people think, oh, do you know what, I've got one. It's a bit like Barricade. I don't really want the new Barricade because I've got the old one, and he's pretty good to me, so I'll pick it up. Obviously it's cheap, but it definitely, if they'd have called it some other guy, I'd have probably picked it up, you know. So there we go. Right, and this guy is a bit loose, but he's alright. Right, so that's enough waffling. He can rotate the turret, which is pretty good. Any tank where they don't rotate is a bit of a downer, but luckily on this one you can rotate it, and even you can rotate the top guns, which is pretty cool. And you can knock these off, you know, it's always good. And they do pop back on. Right, so that's about it. He does have a missile, like I said, he fits in there. The only bit of a down on this is this bit. If you ever wanted to turn it upside down, why you'd want to, he does just flap right, it doesn't really click in or nothing. But yeah, that's by the by, really, isn't it? Right, so let's transform it. Now, he does have quite a really good transformation. I really like it. That's where mine's broke on these front wheels, but I'll come to that. But luckily, it doesn't really do a lot to anything. So you get these panels, and they just flip away down there. We're going to come to the feet. Let's do the feet now. They'll probably get folded away. Rotate that out. That's sort of like a heel spur. Doesn't really work at all. It needed to be downwards more. We'll come back to that. Right, so then we're going to rotate this around like so. We'll come back to that in a minute. And then we are going to rotate this around. Now, the live action, or the first live action, had automorph, so as you rotate this around, you can see this wheel here, and that rotates all the way around. So there, and his head pops out. Doesn't work on this side because I snapped the cog, because I didn't know that bit was moving or something when I first transformed it, so it broke in half. Hey ho, that's sometimes what happens. Anyway, right, so then you're going to come here, and we are going to open that out. I am going to rotate this around. I think that goes up there like that. Right, open them out. Then we're going to open these little flaps, just here and here. Hopefully you can see that. And then you're going to pull these arms out of here, like so. This panel opens out and spins round, something like that. Going to do the same on this arm, but this arm is connected to this bloody big gun. So that comes out, rotates around like that. Then, providing we've got this around the right bloody way, this whole section, keep holding on to that, just fits into there, it sort of like clicks in. Right, then we've got this section here. Then what you're going to do with these arms is you can open that out. There's a little tab just in here, a little knobbly bit. On the actual Deep Desert one, it's a little bit better. So it comes around, and then this should fit in there like that. It's not too bad, but on the Deep Desert one, it has more of a hook. So probably wants to stay in there a bit better. So if I can rotate that around, move that out of the way, and then that just is going to literally fit just in there, and it sort of tabs in. Then you can close those tabs back up into there, rotate these around, providing they want to stay on the bloody ball joint, giving him some extra armament on the back there. There you go. So he's got some guns going on there. His head's decided to go down there. I have no idea why. I don't know why that's happening. Anyway, right, so then we can angle these little bits on the front, and then we have his hands, and then he's got his little claw, which does rotate around or something, and he's got a gun on there, but it's hitting that joint there, which is a bit weird. Yeah, as you can see, this one doesn't really want to stay in. The Deep Desert one stays in a lot better. You can either have him having this big gun. I remember when he first came out, everybody thought he was going to be Megatron because he had the big gun on his arm, but yeah. Yeah, this one just pops out. I can see why on the Deep Desert one he's slightly different, because he doesn't have that. I've never noticed that problem on that one. And his head keeps falling out. What's up with him? It's probably because it's broken. Just pops away. Oh yeah, the legs. Yeah, I almost forgot. You've got to just angle them out. So anyway, so once you're there, you've got him in his rope mode, and he's pretty cool. I like him a lot. He just needed a better ankles, but as you can see, he just leans back all the time, which is the same. And he's back heavy, so that don't help. So you need to angle one back, maybe like that. And he's actually really good, apart from his bloody Will Stout. There we go. And he's pretty good. I like him. A very good figure. Let me see if I can transform this on quickly. Right, so here he is transformed, and let me just show you this bit that I mean quickly. You can see on this one, with this little tab, it's actually got, if I can get it into the camera, there you go, it's got just a little hook just under there, and then when you tab this in, it really does click into place, if I can get it in there. And it's a bit harder to get in, but once you get it in, it is a bit more satisfyingly, holds a bit better, because like I said, that ain't coming out now. And then you do the same with this one. Pop that in there. Providing you can get it in there. It's hard because there's so many different moving parts. You're trying to put pressure on that bit, and there's nothing really to. Oh, there we go. It's hard to get everything, all the pressure in the right place. But once it's in, and it does stay there a lot better. And then you can rotate the arm around, and now nothing is moving out of place. But that is the Deep Desert Brawl. I quite like it. I like the deco on this guy as well. Again, I just wish they'd have called him some other name, really, rather than being the same character. Because I think, you know, given a different head sculpt, these two would have looked brilliant together. You know. But there we go. That is Brawl, or Deluxe Class Brawl, as it turns out. And I've just whacked my light again. And they're pretty good figures. I think, you know, I don't know whether you can still get these guys these days, but they are definitely worth picking up. And I really like them. I'm glad. I can't remember how much I paid for this guy. Was it a £5? I can't remember. Was it a £5 or a £10? Finally, you can get these wheels to stay out there. Anyway. Oh, there he goes. Just falling over. But he's alright. He's not too bad at all. So there you go. Some of these movie figures, they might be look a bit weird, but they're actually pretty cool, you know. Right, this has been Graham, the Collector 75. I shall see you next time. Bye for now. Thank you.